श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ऐंकार ह्रींकार रहस्ययुक्त श्रींकार गूढार्थमहाविभूत्याम् ओंकारमर्म प्रतिपादिनेभ्यां नमो नमः। श्री गुरु पादुकाभ्याम्। उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ ऐं ह्रीं श्रीं 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 Now you can do the Kavacha Dhyana. Visualize Aim in your right palm, which is in Chin Mudra. Aim. In mental imagination, you take a golden line to the left palm, which is in Chin Mudra. Freeing. Take this so as to form a triangle upward. Take this golden line to the Agnya Chakra, and in Agnya Chakra, Shring. Now, complete this upward triangle connecting Agnya Chakra with the right palm, making a golden imaginary line. Now you start from the right shoulder. Fix a point in right shoulder in the middle. As said, take a golden line to the left shoulder. Fix a point there. Chant Hreem. Take the golden line to the Muladhara Chakra so as to form the inverted triangle over the upward triangle. In Muladhara Chakra now, Shreem. Again, connect this inverted triangle from Muladhara Chakra to the right shoulder, so that now you are visualizing a 6-pointed star over you, and chant Om from Anahata. Om. 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 Devi protects you. the Divine Mother, Sri Lalita Parameshwari, Sri Lalitambika, protects you. You are inside this six-pointed triangle, illumining six-pointed triangle with golden rays. You are now well protected. Om Shri Guru Bhyo. Invoking the grace of all the Guru Mahatmas in the Guru Mandala who are ruling this universe, who are conducting all events in this universe with Dharma. Salutations to the Guru Mahatmas in the Guru Mandala, invoking the grace of Sri Lalita Mahatripura Sundari to guide us a path through which we can reach her feet. We can receive her grace. The aim of this Upasana is the ultimate realization. The whole universe was created by Ishvara and Shakti. The whole universe is nothing but Shiva Shakti Aikya Rupam. Unified force of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is the static force, Shakti is the dynamic force. The dynamic force of Shakti is Maya. As Maya, she depends upon Ishvara to build this universe, to manifest this universe. Maya Sahita Ishvaraha is the technical way of expressing this idea. The whole universe is the manifestation of Maya Shakti, who further manifests as Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. And she produces the lords for creation, protection and destruction. Rudra, Mahavishnu and Brahmaji were created by Devi, and they further develops this universe from the rudimentary elements, the Sukshma elements. Half of one element merges with 12.5% of other four elements, and this process is called Panchikaranam. Using this Panchikarana Prakriya, Vedas explain the Srishti Prakaranam of this universe, the Srishti Kramam of this universe. And all these are not happening step by step. They are happening in a fraction of second. Remember, Unmesha Nimishotpanna Vipanna Bhavana Valle Namaha. Nimisha Utpanna. Nimisha is fraction of second. Very tiny time. Or without time. When t is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 during Big Bang also. Time is equal to 0 in no time. We used to say, in no time I will reach you. We will never go in time. But we use this usage because we all came in no time. But these jivas, because of adhyasa means the erroneous notion erroneous understanding that this Jagat as truth and nothing behind this Jagat. The Jivas forget to realize the unseen force behind everything, which is Ishvara, and they see only the material manifestation of Maya Shakti, and they identify themselves as the material beings existing. They don't realize that there is a consciousness behind this Srishti. There is consciousness behind this Srishti. Now I have used these terms, Maya Sahita Ishvaraha, rudimentary elements, which are subtle and they form gross elements. And from gross elements, this Jagat is emerging out. Using these gross elements, these jivas are produced with physical body and subtle body. And this jiva marana yuddha, birth and death cycle continues. And how can we understand all these things? By way of understanding the infinite Akasha, what we see, we can understand that it is beyond our perception. We cannot perceive it. I cannot perceive. In 2-3 class before, one of my students asked, Swamiji, I am not experiencing consciousness. Then how can I believe that there is consciousness? I don't experience. This is due to lack of Shastra interpretation. If you are trying to meditate upon infinity, that is not possible. If you are trying to reduce this gross into pieces, into elements, into molecules, into atoms, into subatomic molecules, in subatomic molecules, subatomic particles, and particles, waves, energy, what remains? The quantum research is going on. But whatever the tiny particle you find through using this scientific analysis, which are perceivable, Vedanta will say it is mithya. Even if you find a God's particle, which is the reason for everything, it is mithya. Why to spend millions and millions of dollars in finding this God's particle? It is mithya. Mithya means nothing has happened, nothing has been created. As though created, as like as, which udarana you should remember? Swapna udaharana. Dream example. In dream, you are building a big palace. After waking up, the huge palace vanishes. The palace never came into existence and never went into non-existence. Swapnavat. As like as this swapna, the whole universe is seen. So what you see is drishyam, which is not truth. What you see is not a true thing. So that you can deny it, you can negate it. You cannot deny the existence, but you can deny the importance. Because existence is Ishvara. Existence is Brahma. Without existence, there is no consciousness, there is no Ananda, there is no fullness and completeness. So everything exists. Everything is consciousness. Everything is eternal, which are all full and complete. Whatever I have spoken so far is available in the very complicated, intelligently created geometrical expression, Vedic geometry, as Sri Yantra or Sri Chakra. It is a divine, sacred, intelligent, brilliant geometry in which the whole idea, what we have spoken, is created, is expressed, is depicted. Sri Yantra is nothing but the secret of universe. This is a very easy way of understanding the principles told by Shastra. Shastra is speaking about consciousness, where consciousness is represented in Sri Yantra. Consciousness is represented in the center point, Bindu point. Consciousness, existence, full and completeness are represented in the center point, Bindu point. It is also the 9th point, it is also the 10th point. What is the first layer of this universe? Trilokya Mohana Chakra. Triloka, 3 lokas. As far as we are concerned, we can visualize Bhurloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka. Bhur Bhuvasvaha, Trilokya. The deluded Jiva is wandering between this Bhurloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka. And above that, Maharloka is there, Janaloka is there, Tapoloka is there, Tapaloka is there, and Satyaloka is there. These are the upper 7 layers of this universe. Bhurloka, Trilokya Mohana Chakra. And Anandamaya Kosha, Anandamaya Chakra is the Bindu point. In between there are chakras from Trilokya Mohana Chakra. This Trilokya Mohana Chakra is made out of Are you able to see? Please confirm, anyone?
Yes, Swami.
Yes, thank you. What you see in the screen is a specially designed Sri Yantra without any flaw. This is created by one of our devotees with 25 years of tapas and upasana. With the Guru's blessing and Devi's blessing, this was created without any flaw. You may see many number of Sri Yantras, but this is a special yantra which we have in Sri Lalitambika organization. This was specially created. The four squares you can see, four sides of the square you can see. Not four squares. Where is the fourth square, you may ask, but what I want to say is four sides of this square you can see. And the pathways, gateways you can see. Eastern gateway, western gateway, southern gateway, northern gateway. Here you can see the opening. Most of the Sri Yantra designs, it will be closed. Here it is symbolically left as it is open, because this outermost square shows space, Akasha. To show the infinity of Akasha, it is left open. Time is also related with space. This time principle is depicted as three concentric circles. The concentric nature of these three circles indicate the infinity of time. Past, present, future. Three circles. Now the jiva is locked in this selected time and selected place. If place is not there, time is not related. Time is a relative truth. It has to depend upon space for its existence. Now, when I conclude, you will understand on what space is depending. I am sitting in this room. This room accommodates me. This room is in Dayalaya ashrama. This ashrama is in Periyathatakam village. And this Periyathatakam is in Coimbatore. Coimbatore is in Tamil Nadu, and Tamil Nadu is in India, and India is in Asia. Asia is in this world. The world is in the solar system. The solar system is in a particular galaxy, and this galaxy is in a particular universe, and where this universe is accommodated. What accommodates this universe? I hope you are understanding this Vada argument. We'll come to the point. It is for a thought-provoking thinking. Where it is accommodated. Where are you coming from? You can simply say, I am coming from Chennai. I am coming from California. I am coming from Brazil. You all can say any city name you can say. And where does the world accommodated? The earth is accommodated in the solar system. And the solar system is in a spiral galaxy. And in that spiral galaxy, the spiral galaxy is accommodated in Milky Way, and this universe is infinite. So many planets are there, so many creatures are there. That is also Ishvara. I don't say you should not meditate upon infinity, but if you are meditating upon infinity, it is Ishvara. You are meditating upon Ishvara, the grace of Ishvara. The Vyakta Rupa, the manifested form. Avyakta Rupa, unmanifested form. Vyakta Vyakta Rupinye Namaha. Vyakta 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 Avyakta Rupinye. Where all these things are accommodated. Before going to that, this concept, what we have discussed so far, is depicted in this diagram. This is the sacred geometry of Sri Vidya Sampradaya. Now, all these petals, what you see, is Shrim, Shrim, Shrim. All these petals, what you see is Shrim. All the triangles, what you see is Hrim. Hrim, Hrim. And the center Bindu is Ain. From this center Bindu, the knowledge for creation is supplied. The Shrim and Hrim takes the program from Aim. Aim is the program. Aim is the Bindu. Triangles are Hrim. Petals are Shrim. That is why we are giving more importance for Aim Hrim Shri. If you say Aim Hrim Shrim, it is the universe. I said this Sri Yantra is the depiction of this infinite universe. And it is nothing but Aim Hrim Shri. Everything is programmed to be. If you take a stone with sparsha touch sense, you are able to feel the hardness of the stone, the external body of the stone. And this stone is having inbuilt energy. And these two are programmed in such a way to be silicon dioxide or any other chemicals. This is the Shrishti Rahasya. Everything is programmed in a particular order, in a particular niyati, in a particular krama. And this order is Ishvara. Everything is in a particular order, and this order is Ishvara. Swamiji, I see a stone which is irregular, which is in irregular shape. We are fond of the spherical shaped or elliptical shaped stones when we go to Ganges or Yamuna. We collect such stones and bring all the way in the train or aircraft. It's a stone only. But it is a belief that it is Ishvara. Ishvara is not only in that stone which is available in Ganges and Yamuna, but also available in every dust particle of sand. Everywhere Ishvara is there, but it is something special. That is why we give importance. Something special. As I give importance for a pen, which was blessed by my Guru, I worship it as my Guru. Like that. It is something special. All pens are pens only, but this pen is special. So it is programmed. This is too subtle. It will work as programmed only. A calcium atom will act as a calcium atom only, and it will not act like a sodium atom. This is the program. This is the order. And using this order, the whole universe is functioning. It never stops. It continuously doing the karma. It is continuously doing the karma. As Bhagavan Krishna says, I am also involved in karma. Srishti Sthiti Samhara Tirodhana Anugraha Panchakritya. Bhagavan is very busy in these krityas. So the whole picture was explained in no time. You have understood now the Trilokya Mohana Chakra is nothing but space and time. In that creation is depicted. This creation has three parts. Shreem part, the material, Hreem part, the energy, the program knowledge part, Aim. Aim Hreem Shreem is the total expression of this creation by Devi, who is the Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti creates this whole universe with the energy of Ishvara. So Ishvara is the Jagat Karanam. When we say Ishvara is the Jagat Karanam, we will say two things you should remember. Jagat Karanam Ishvara, the reason for the Srishti of this world, Jagat, universe, is Ishvara. But Ishvara is what kind of Karanam? Maya is what kind of Karanam? Ishvara is Upadana Karanam. Ishvara is Vivarta Karanam. Ishvara is Vivarta Karanam. Maya is Parinami Upadana Karanam. Parinami means change. Vivarta means not changing. We take 1 kilo of gold and we make various ornaments out of gold. Now what remains is Abharana, not in the form of gold. So it is changed. We take milk and we turn into curd. Milk is no more. That 1 liter milk turned into curd, milk is not there. But here, Ishvara never changes. Ishvara remains as Purnam, full and complete, Anantaha. But what changes? What is produced with this support or energy from Ishvara? What Maya produced, all are changing. They are all called Parinami. Ishvara never changes, so that it is called Vivarta. So this is the cause and effect concept according to Vedanta. The cause never changes. Cause remains as Purnam. So what is produced? That is also Purnam. So from Purnam, Apurnam cannot be produced. From Purnam only can be produced. So what I see here is Apurnam, incomplete, insufficient. So Ishvara seems to be great. The creation of Ishvara seems to be low. Due to this viewpoint, it seems to be higher and lower. This production has to be understood as falsehood. This creation has to be understood as falsehood. Once you negate it, or once you start not giving importance to it, then it has no power to make you suffer. Trilokya Mohana Chakra. The Jivas takes this birth due to delusion. Once this delusion, Mohana, Moham, is removed, the Jiva understands that I am Brahman. That's what happening in the first plane. That should happen, but it is not happening. The Jivas are locked in a space and time. So and so took birth and did all these things and passed away on such and such date. This is the history of so and so. What remains is name. This is what happening again and again. But how to come out of this? So we enter into the Sarvasa Paripuraka Chakra. The Sarvasa Paripuraka Chakra, which has 16 petals, shows 16 kinds of desires, ambitions, wants, and they are called as Shodasha Lakshmi. Shreem. These petals are Shreem. When you are connected with a particular object with Raga. Now this is the Raga Chakra. What is Raga Chakra? What is Raga? That is like. You know what is like or dislike. If I publish this in social media, this talk is it is going to be published in social media. I will see 100 likes and 20 dislikes, or vice versa. If likes are there, dislikes are also expected. Where comes this dislike? This dislike comes in the Sarva Samkshopana Chakra, 8 petals. This is Shreem. The pleasure created by this Raga. Pleasure created. By way of just thinking, oh, I am going to this place. Tomorrow I will be there. And all those things I will purchase. I will enjoy that place. Not yet reached the place. Just this fellow is thinking of that place. That is Shreem, Sarva Asa, Sarvasha. It is Asha. Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakra. And in our practice, we have one system to use this Shodasha, Sarvasha Paripuraka Chakra, so that you can fulfill your ambitions. That is the speciality of Sri Vidya Marga. Sri Vidya Marga helps you to be successful in your worldly life. To be successful, you need only one thing in this world. To be happy in this world, you need only one thing in this world. Grace of Ishvara, grace of Guru, and the right understanding. Swamiji, you told one thing, now you are listing three things. All are one. Grace of Ishvara, grace of Guru, thereby right understanding. What to say about Asha? What to say about Asha? Likes, you are free to have any number of likes. You can have likes. And you can enjoy any kind of happiness or santosha. Only thing is there, your happiness should be produced on the basis of righteousness, dharma. If this happiness comes to one person by way of hurting another person, that is papa. I repeat, if at all you want some happiness, it is blessed. But that happiness should be obtained through righteous means. If not, what will happen? Sarva samkshopana. This samkshopanam is disturbance. Samkshopanam means disturbance. Dukkha. So you create dvesha. So this 8-petal chakra is the chakra of dvesha. So raga and dvesha. We started from space, we entered into time, we entered into raga, we entered into dvesha. Raga, dvesha are created now. If you are able to balance these two, you will be entering into these 14 lokas smoothly. Otherwise, if you are not successful in handling this raga, dvesha and gain punya, you will gain papa, you will be sent to atala, vitala, sutala, rasatala, talatala, mahatala, batala. Batala loka. The jiva will be sent to Batala loka. Atala, vitala, sutala, rasatala, talatala, mahatala, batala. This padala loka. This loka is the place for the papatma. This loka, which is the Satya loka, is the place for punyatma. What will happen again? This will be in rotation. The jiva will be rotating, traveling through these 14 lokas. For that, you should gain the blessing, grace of Bhuvaneshwari. Today in our Lalitambika temple, we have done Bhuvaneshwari Puja. Bhuvaneshwari is the Mata, Loka Mata for 14 lokas. Burloka, Bhuvarloka, Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. These 7 are upper lokas. Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Rasadala, Mahatala, Talatala, Batala are lower lokas. These are 14 lokas. Then this chakra is called Sarva Saubhakya Dayaga Chakra. These 14 triangles are called Sarva Saubhakya Dayaga Chakra. And first 10 triangles are called Sarvartha Sadhaka Chakra. And inner 10 triangles are called Sarva Rakshagara Chakra. And 8 triangles are called Sarva Roga Hara Chakra. And the inner triangle one triangle is called Sarva Siddhiprada Chakra, and the innermost dot is called Sarvanandamaya Chakra. How many chakras to cross? 9 chakras to cross. And also find the 10th point in this Sri Yantra. Once you find the 10th point, that is permanent happiness. Up to 9 levels, it is relative happiness. Whatever happiness you attain in this world, whatever happiness you aim for this in this world is a relative happiness. The real happiness is understanding that this is relative happiness. These two will pass away. That is the understanding. Whatever I gain, these two will pass away. So this is the travel of this jiva from the bondage to liberation. The whole Sri Vidya Marga is the path of liberation, taking you up, up, up to liberation. What kind of liberation? Not traveling into these 14 lokas. Previously, I was in Badala Loka. Now I have been promoted to highest Satya Loka. Not like that. How long you will be in Satya Loka? Satya Loka is Brahma Loka, otherwise. Brahmaji's abode. How long you will be there? If proper punya is not there to understand, realize the Shastra, then again you will be transferred to lower lokas. So our aim is to escape from this bondages while living. While you are alive, while you are living within this world, we should be healthy, wealthy, and prosperous, right? Nobody is loving me, I am alone. Everybody hates me. Even for this attending this session, I have a lot of disturbance, you know, Swamiji. How I have locked all these doors and I came little bit late to this class, you know. What a trouble to attend this class. Yes, it will be like that only. You are not supposed to get disturbed. Puja Swamiji used to say, there are mosquitoes in this country. You have to live with mosquitoes. Try to eradicate. If not possible, clap at mosquitoes. We can only clap at mosquitoes. We cannot kill mosquitoes. Always we clap. What does it mean? We are appreciating these mosquitoes. Right? Mosquitoes are there. Criticisms are there. Corona is there. Enmity is there. Shatrutva is there. Drishti is there. Competition is there. And they are all reflecting in me as anger, hatredness, dvesha. Suddenly I get a call. Swamiji, I am on the way to ashrama. Hereinafter I will not return back to home because so-and-so is troubling me at home. Okay, welcome. I know they are going to be here for 2-3 days only. Because after coming here, they will see the same troublesome person in a different appearance. These troubles, these problems, good and bad, day and night, sukha dukkha, happiness, sorrow, birth, death around us will be there. You should find a way in balanced manner, a balanced life within, so as to sail smoothly in this world with all good and bad. That is why symbol of lotus is spiritual. Lotus is this Bindu point. Lotus is this Atman. That is why in Vedic system, this Kamalam is sacred. That is why this is lotus-like. All petals are lotus-like. So what is this lotus? This lotus is the symbolical representation of Atman Brahman Satyam. Satyasya Satyam. How you can say? How can you say? This lotus is in mud. This lotus flowers, blossoms in a muddy pond, dirty pond. Yes, this pond is dirty. Fishes are there, snakes are there. Some other creatures are there, frogs are there. Some other poisonous, venomous creatures are there in this pond. Little water is also there, it is also mixed with mud. I am living like this. I am living in this world which is muddy, which is venomous, poisonous. Sometimes it is giving some temporary happiness. Sometimes it gives temporary happiness. When this light is seen in a long distance, suddenly another problem comes. When Sukha knocks my door, I don't know how come this Dukkha knows this. He enters through the back door. Before the Sukha enters to me, reaches me, this Dukkha comes to me. It is like that only. It will be like that only. Some people think that this situation is for me alone. Why me? Why I alone suffer? Why I alone suffer? It is not like that. Everybody is suffering. Now you know there is no discrimination for corona. It can attack anybody from the top number 1% to the mediocre person. Anybody, it may catch hold of it. It may catch hold of them. So this is not for you only. It is for me also. So I should take the lotus example, and the leaves of the lotus are specially designed by Ishvara so that this dirty water will not affect the lotus leaf. This lotus leaf is on the dirty water, but it is not affected by the dirty water. I live in this world of raga dvesha. I live. Yes, true. Somebody likes me, somebody hates me. I am struggling, oscillating between these dualities. In everything, duality. But you should be like a lotus. Visualize this Sri Yantra. This symbolic representation is for Atman. Lotus symbolically represents Atman. Atman is pure. Lotus leaves are like our Stula Sukshma Shariras, our Indriyas. Indriyas should act in this world, but it should not get stained. Atman is stainless. Why it is stainless? It has no kartrutvam, no doership. When doership is there, then the stain will come on me. Don't take up the doership. Be free, and you will be happy. If you take up the doership, how come this doership comes? Because of the ego, the doership comes. If you reduce this doership, kartrutvam, then this ego cannot do anything for you. Then you will be free. You are singing a song. Somebody claps their hand. What a wonderful singing. And of course, as I said in social media, 17 dislikes will come. Don't worry about dislikes. Be happy about likes. Don't get trapped by likes. Don't be trapped by dislikes. You be happy because you are full and complete forever. I think it is time up. This is about the secret of Sri Yantra, and I will take up further details in next class. Thank you for joining. Namo Namaha.